Clap, don't be embarrassed to clap. It's good. Because my dad died on Thanksgiving Day, so this is talking about that. It's called Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving Day, when families across this nation were gathered around the dinner tables in anticipation of turkey, green bean casserole, and that cranberry shit that no one ever touches, my family was huddled around my father as he lied there on his hospital gurney, forcing out his last breath like a weary traveler at the end of his journey. Rosaries hung from my kinfolk's hands to their knees like black men swinging from trees with their prayers attached to questions attached to begging. But God was not there to count the semicolons that fell beneath their exhales. No punctuation was ever going to make this day less punctual. Their question marks slithered around the necks of exclamation points, choking out the urgency from their cries. I held my father's face in my hands as I kissed him goodbye. And I told God to allow me one chance to caress the wrinkles in my dad's cheeks, so deep that the lifelines in my hands would be enough to keep him from dying, that the Almighty doesn't have a Palm Pilot sober enough to fly steady through the turbulence of my pleas. So on that day, our voices were reduced to nothing more than the rubble that lied beneath King David's feet. My family's tears felt like broken concrete from the wall of Berlin, but I kept mine in, tucked them away in the cracks of my strong facade, all the while wailing from inside of my mortar. But I'm still a crumbling Jerusalem with cumulus clouds of loneliness hovering over the desert of my cheeks, holding each teardrop in a death grip on the day of his wake. With 11-mile-per-hour winds, we honored his last request and took his hill of ashes to the top of Mount Scott. My dad's name is Scott, so I named the day of his funeral Irony. Each of us dipped our hands into the box of his remains and pulled out our memories like broken dreams and tossed them to the sky. We watched as my father floated down the mountain and through the branches of the trees. Y'all, I watched as my father danced, dressed as a November breeze. My packing was graceful and yet clumsy at the same time, like a teenager's first kiss. On days like this, I wish he was still here, because in life he never saw how beautiful he was. I never told God how thankful I was for giving me the father I was blessed with, but instead I now tell God thank you for taking him away in the wind like you did on that day. Wow.